I'm going to talk about two things. One, how to deal with nervousness when you take an exam. Second, how to do better than expected. So, the first part, because nervousness is a part of taking any important exam, and the more important the exam is, the more nervous we tend to get. So, one way of dealing with this is just practice, work hard, be confident, do all kinds of questions. But very often, that's not enough. That sense of nervousness, depending on your personality or your study style, the nervousness just shows up. So, to deal with this, you want to simulate the exam experience. Now, during practice, not only do you practice, but you simulate the exam, amount of time the exam has, the kind of questions, but more than that, more than just practicing, simulating the exam through intent means you try to feel nervous. Now, hear me through this. You try to feel nervous during practice so that you get used to the nervousness, so that on the exam day, when you actually get nervous, you're not afraid of it, you're not bogged down by it, because you're used to the nervousness now. Because in practice, through intent, you created the nervousness and you became used to it. So on exam day, which you're going to get nervous for sure if it's an important exam, when you get nervous, you're not bogged down by it, you're not, it doesn't hold you down because you're used to it. So that's one big way that I've dealt with nervousness in many of my important exams, to simulate it. And working hard and doing different type of questions is one thing, but just through intent, making myself feel that the practice exam I'm taking is super important and I need to do really well on it, so I get used to performing at that par excellence level. Now, the second bit, how to do better than expected. Either other people expect of you or you expect of yourself. This can be done through a coach, a good teacher, a mentor who believes in you more than you believe in yourself. But that's not what I'm talking about. This process has to work with the student actually saying that, yes, I can do this. That it's not a limitation to be a certain way, that you can do more than you give yourself credit for. And very often we think that emotions are the ones that drive us, but emotion creates motion. That's true, but motion also creates emotion. The very fact that I'm being animated makes me feel more into this, and I'm here, I can do this. And that internalizes in yourself and you push yourself to more than you believe you can do. So even for an exam and a test, very often test taking is so important that so many people prepare but are not good test takers, end up not doing well in an important test that we are tested on. Lots of people even talk about how standardized tests we are moving away from, or even assessments in MYPIB, GCSE, A levels, lesser in Indian curriculums because testing is more important there. But there is a tendency to move away from the testing system and have different kinds of testing processes. But keep in mind, testing will always be important. There is a reason that we have a certain stipulated time that we are judged on, and the performance of which matters long term. Say that you're taking an SAT, you're going to carry that score with you for the rest of your life, yeah? So it's an important test, and doing well in that test requires training. So to be a mental athlete, to be really good at what you do, means you have to train yourself mentally as well. And sometimes doing that is about dealing with nervousness and doing better than you expect. Consider watching this video again. All the best for any exam you're taking, yeah? Do well.